Hi friends, it's Destiny, and today I wanted to share with you my Contemporary-a-thon TBR. I am so excited to be joining round 6 of Contemporary-a-thon. I have joined some of the Contemporary-a-thon rounds in the past, but I've never done official TBRs for it or anything, and so this feels very exciting, especially with this being a new channel. But if you're not familiar with Contemporary-a-thon, it's hosted by Chelsea, Julie, and Natasha. I'll link all of their channels below as well as all of the information for the readathon. And it goes from February 10th to February 16th, and it's literally just a readathon where you read contemporary books. There are optional challenges that you can use to fit your TBR around, which I'm going to be doing today. I do also want to let you know that on February 15th there is going to be a live show on Julie's channel. I think it's at 9 p.m. Eastern, and again, I'll link to everything below. I've watched some of Julie's live shows before, and they're a lot of fun. I've never really gotten to interact and set aside the time to actually watch it as it's live and everything, so I'm gonna try to do that this year, so I'm really looking forward to it. There are 7 challenges for the readathon. You can combine. I think Chelsea said if you could find one book to fit all 7 prompts, you could even do that. I'm not gonna do that. I've picked 4 books for my TBR. So the first book on my TBR is gonna be Cracked Up to Be by Courtney Summers. This is her debut novel. It was originally released, I believe, in 2008, and her most recent release, Sadie, is actually one of my favorite YA novels of all time, so I'm very excited to see kind of where Courtney began it all. And this is going to fit the challenges for a dark contemporary and an illustrated cover. Cracked Up to Be is about a girl who is a perfect student, but suddenly something goes wrong. She starts failing all of her classes, and she's drinking at school and just acting out, and nobody knows what's going on with her, and she won't talk to anybody. And having read Sadie, I'm just going to go ahead and assume that Courtney Summers is going to absolutely wreck me, so I decided I could use it for the dark contemporary prompt. If it ends up not being very dark though, I'll probably pick a dark romance off of my Kindle Unlimited TBR. The second book on my TBR is How to Make Friends with the Sea by Tanya Guerrero. This is a middle grade contemporary about a boy named Pablo whose mother is a zoologist, and she has been uprooting him his whole life. They've moved to so many different countries that he's developed anxiety and fear of various different things, and his biggest fear is the ocean, which is a problem because the most recent place that they've moved to is the Philippines. So Pablo's trying to deal with being terrified of this new place that they live when his mother takes in a little girl who has recently been orphaned, and he gets really close to his new little sister, and she kind of manages to teach him to face his fears and to learn how to adapt to change, and it sounds really, really sweet, and I picked it for a new to you author and for green on the cover because there's a lot of green on it. Okay, for the third book on my TBR, I picked Geekerella by Ashley Poston. This is a book, it's a Cinderella retelling about a girl named Elle who is obsessed with this sci-fi series called Starfield, I think, and all she wants in the world is to win tickets to this cosplay ball. But she has to fight her stepsisters for going to the ball. And then on the other side of things, the teen heartthrob of the series, the actor is so done with the whole thing, and he's done with cosplays, and he's done with the fans and the cons and everything until he meets Elle. And she kind of revives his love for the series, I guess. I picked this for the backlist prompt and also for the prompt to have a book recommended to you by somebody else. My friend Al, who I will also link below. This is one that they loved a lot and they really recommended, so I'm excited to see what the hype is about. I feel like I've been hearing so much about this book for so long. Okay, and then the fourth book on my TBR, which I picked for the final prompt, which is a diverse contemporary, is Let's Talk About Love by Claire Kahn. This is a book about a girl who has recently come out as asexual, and when she does, her girlfriend leaves her, and so she's like, that's it, I'm done, I'm not interested in romance anymore. She's gonna spend her summer working at the library, binge watching Netflix, just having a good time. But then she meets a boy at the library, and she has to decide whether or not she's willing to put herself out there again. I picked this one because this is actually the Dragons and Tea book club pick for February, and the timing is perfect because the book club will be reading it from the 10th to the 14th. And so I'll also link to that information below in case you want to check out the book club and join us in reading that. Okay, so that's it for my Contemporary-a-thon TBR. Like I said, I'm really excited to join in on this round, and I hope that you will too. And again, check the caption below for all that information. If you like this video, please click like and subscribe. It means so much to me. And I hope to see you in another video again soon. Bye!